Across the world, the long arm of the law is flexing its power and attempting to throttle our freedoms. Multiple demonstrations by people questioning the government's overreach of introducing health passports have largely fallen on deaf ears. 13 EU countries are in lockstep as they march towards a police state demanding to see your papers. And it's not just the EU that is implementing a show me your papers policy. The USA has fallen into line as 2 states have introduced health passports, California and New York.
It will require vaccination for workers and customers in indoor dining, in indoor fitness facilities, indoor entertainment facilities. This is going to be a requirement. The only way to patronize these establishments indoors will be if you're vaccinated, at least 1 dose. The goal here is to convince everyone that this is the time. If we're going to stop the Delta variant, the time is now. And that means getting vaccinated right now.
While only 2 states have introduced the pass at this time, hundreds of American companies now require proof of immunization. The UK has also announced plans for the launch of the COVID pass in September, when a negative test will no longer be sufficient to gain entry to many businesses.
We do reserve the right to mandate certification at any point if it's necessary to reduce transmission, and I should serve notice now that by the end of September, when all over 18s will have had their chance to be double jabbed, we're planning to make full vaccination the condition of entry to nightclubs and other venues where large crowds gather. Proof of a negative test will no longer be enough.
Those of us that have been watching the events of the last 18 months are all too aware of the multiple agendas openly flaunted by the insane, power-crazed controllers. We are also aware that so far all of these measures are enforced by consent. As with many of the previous restrictions on our liberties, the COVID pass has exemptions which cannot be challenged by businesses demanding proof of inoculation. As the song says, in the abundance of water, it is a fool who is thirsty.